Your choice to live your life the way you want to live your life is the greatest choice in the world. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Regina B, and I am back with another video. This little outfit is going to make an appearance 2 times because I have time. Today I got time because I have time to film another video. So I thought, why not just do another one? And I wanted to do another People Also Ask segment. And so what today's People Also Ask subject is going to be about is being a stay-at-home mom. Brown girl version. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I'm gonna answer some of these questions. Excuse me, I just took a sip of water. I'm gonna answer some of these questions to the best of my ability, and hopefully it will help you. Please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and you are always welcome to leave a comment. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. The first one says, is it good to be a stay-at-home mom? I think if you're in a healthy relationship, if you're in a relationship that there's mutual respect, there's understanding of the financial responsibilities that are going to be on the other, your spouse, I think, yeah, it's good to be a stay-at-home mom. It's been good for me. My story about that, so I had Josiah. I always worked. I worked in the corporate world. I worked at a bank service center. Then I got promoted to a personal banker. Then I switched jobs and went to another bank. And there I was just doing all kind of stuff because it was a smaller bank and they didn't have like this huge tech center. So I was doing the online stuff. I was doing controlled disbursement. I was doing all this different stuff. And Josiah was in daycare. He was going to a person that Phil had grew up knowing and whom I grew to love. And so fast forward 7 years. So, all that time I had been working. 7 years later, I get pregnant with Harper. And we discovered that I had fibroids, so I had some complications, and it was just better towards the end of my pregnancy to stop working. By this time, I had left the corporate field and went to cosmetology school and was working in a salon. Made the decision to stop working, and it came full circle because I always wanted to be home to see my kids like get off the bus and have like snacks for them and cook them hot meals. And I just always wanted that Betty Crocker life, that commercial life, commercials on TV. Anyway, and so we had a discussion. And we just had to make some changes. Like, we have one car, we have a truck. If there's something I need to do, well, he has been working from home because of all this stuff that's going on. But before, when he wasn't, if I needed to go anywhere, run errands, I would just drop him off at work. And yeah, so it's been good for me. Not gonna lie, we've had our struggles because it wasn't something that he experienced growing up, and it wasn't something that I experienced growing up. It wasn't something I witnessed or he witnessed. The women in my family, like my great-grandmother and my grandmother, my mother, they're all, women that work hard. They have great work ethics. And, his mother was, a single mom working, worked at the same place until her retirement. So with that being said, we had to make some adjustments. We had to, because it was something new. It was something that we were charting out for our family history. And we had some disagreements. So, yes, it is good. But does that mean it's always good to you? No. We had some arguments. We had some disagreements. We had some financial misunderstandings. And now, after being a stay-at-home mom for basically 8 years now, because Harper will be 8, it's been good to me. I'm adjusting, getting used to having, 4 different kids. I've only had 4 kids for 2 years now, and that's not a long time. So, but yeah, is being a stay-at-home mom easy? No, it's not. It's hard work, and it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you have to find me time. You have to find your recess time. You have to find your break time. It is not easy. And then on top of that, you have to deal with people assuming because you're a stay-at-home mom, you just not doing nothing and you have all the time in the world. No, I don't. Unless you just want to, ignore them and neglect everything that they need. But no, it's not easy. It's hard work, but it's worth it. And you get the rewards that you get from it, the blessings that you get from it is when, you take your kids, you take your kids somewhere and people are like, your family's so beautiful, your kids are this, or teachers just shower you with compliments and say, I can tell you're working hard with her and she's just a great student. And you just kind of like, okay, thank you. Anyway, can you get paid for being a stay-at-home mom? If you work from home, but usually, or if you start a business like crafting or baking, I don't know, but as far as like an hourly wage, not that I'm aware of. Very, very quickly into this, it was established that it's hours. That's a Martin reference if you don't know. But no, it's not. Oh, can you get paid to be a stay-at-home mom? Not that I'm aware of, no. What does it mean to be a stay-at-home mom? It means that you take care of your children and your home, and that's what you do. You don't work. Homemaker is what they used to call it in the olden days. Let's see. How do stay-at-home moms not go crazy? That's a good question. Prayer. We're going to go with that first and foremost. Prayer. You need to have self-awareness and be sure to take care of yourself. So find something that's just for you. It could be anything. It could be, you go to the spa. It could be you go somewhere like a Starbucks or something and you read a book. It could be going to the gym. It could be just anything, but make sure you have something that is just for you. And make sure that you give yourself breaks during the day. Even though schools have gotten away from nap time, naps are very important for children and for moms to have some quiet during the day, to have a break from your children. And they need rest to grow and to stay healthy. So though that's my suggestion. Not gonna lie, at night I have me a little drink. I do. And when I sat down, I'm sat down, which means once I'm done cooking, if I get in, I have a great rocker chair in my other room. If I sat down in that chair and there's something that I'm about to watch on TV, that means Gina done for the day. I'm done. So usually Bill will take over. He'll make their plates and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm done until, bedtime and stuff. But that's definitely how to not go crazy. And also just remember who you're doing it for. And always, even before you aim to please like your husband and your children, aim to please God. Because if you aim to please God, what's up, baby? It might be in my room on the floor. Yeah. Check my room on the floor. Or it could be in your dirty clothes. I'm not sure. Because you're not always going to get the thank yous that you feel you deserve. You're not always going to get the appreciation you definitely deserve or the recognition. And that can be maddening. I know because I've experienced it. But just know, like, I'm trying to be the best wife and mother that is pleasing to God. You know, and then it just trickles down to everyone else. And so on those days that you maybe don't feel appreciated or you don't feel like you're getting recognition, just remember that God sees your effort and He blesses your effort. He's smiling on you. What's the next question? Are stay-at-home moms happier? I don't doubt it. That's to me, that's a loaded question, because then that goes into comparison, the comparison trap. You know, who's happier than who? Let's compare. And there's no comparison. One person's happiness is their happiness, another's is theirs. What makes me happy, obviously, isn't going to make someone else happy. And what makes someone else happy doesn't necessarily make me happy. But is one better than the other? No. Dang, that's the second question. Who is happier, a housewife or a working wife? I don't know. What's with these divisive questions? That's a little divisive. It's comparison trap and it's divisive. I'm happy with my life. I don't look at a woman that has to work and be like, I feel so sorry for you. You have to work. Who does that? I don't do that.
Mom, I think I accidentally stretched it too hard.
So you broke it?
Yeah, so I can only get the orange one.
Okay. Well, you can either go put it in the trash or just put the piece that you broke in the trash. He could be a skeleton with one arm.
Yeah.
Is daycare better than staying home with mom?
No, he's a really scary skeleton. And also, if you do this, he can walk really fast.
Yeah.
The next slide.
What was that?
Woohoo!
Is daycare better than staying home with mom? I personally don't feel that daycare is better. It is extremely expensive, especially the younger the kids are that you have. Like for me, it would basically be a whole salary to send
I'm in
Ava
daycare.
No, you're not. Ava and Graceland
Preschool is
to daycare.
daycare.
Yeah, but you're on Zoom pre-K. You're at pre-K.
I'm on daycare.
Okay, baby, you know
I'm on daycare Zoom.
No, stop it. Now you're being ornery.
I'm on daycare Zoom.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say about daycare. It's extremely expensive. Now, if you go to an more expensive daycare, they do have cameras where you can like log on and see what's going on. But when you have little babies, just for me, I'm mama bear and I just need to know like what you doing. Come to my kids, trust no one. Trust no one. What are the disadvantages of being a stay-at-home parent? The disadvantage, you can lose yourself. You can definitely lose yourself in your mom role, and you can just get into your mom mode and just, it's all about your home. It's all about your kids. And you can just lose, yourself, meaning like your interests and, your social time, your self-care time. That's a disadvantage. Obviously, if you're not a stay-at-home mom that works or if you don't have a business, you only have one income coming in. And I wouldn't say that that's a disadvantage, but you do have to watch your coins. You just have to. You can't, that's when God will work on you with that comparison stuff. You got to live within your means. Those are the only disadvantages, in my opinion, that I can think of. What are the disadvantages? That's all I can think of, to be honest. What jobs are best for stay-at-home moms? Well, with a lot of people are working from home now. But crafting, baking, I recently started making my hats and t-shirts. My neighbor, who's a stay-at-home mom, she makes jewelry. Yeah. Should one parent stay at home? That is a personal question that only you and your spouse can answer for yourself. So pray about it. What state has the most stay-at-home moms? I have no idea. I don't know. How stay-at-home moms can live financially. My husband works. He's been working at his job for he had his 20-year anniversary, actually. Yeah. My husband works, and he provides for us financially. How can I be a stay-at-home mom after 20 years? I'm not qualified to answer that one. Do you mean after being 20 years old and like maybe now you married and you about to have a baby? Because I had my son. We got married in January, and then I had my son the following year in November. And so I had my son, I was 21, but then I turned 22 because his birthday's in November and mine is in December. And so if you're talking like that, I would have been, he would have been 1 month old, so I was 22. So that would be like after 22 years having a baby. But I didn't stay at home after I had my son. You come and give me a hug? I'll go this way, baby. Have a nice practice. My son's going to practice. Ooh, is this giving me light? How much would it cost to replace a stay-at-home mom? I remember one time, and I said this to my husband, and it led to an argument because it was just totally a misunderstanding. But I was watching, this was back in the day when I would watch, was it Rachel Ray? It was somebody, and there was a guest on there who was a stay-at-home mom, but she developed a business. And she was telling Rachel how she said to her husband, if you had to like pay me for everything that I do, you could not afford me. And I remember, this is a white lady saying this to a white man. I said this to Phil. He was like, oh, so I can't afford you? So I can't afford you? And I was like, that's not what I meant. But maybe I should have led with, after things calmed down after a couple days, and we went back to the topic, because this was when we had our first like financial disagreements when I was a stay-at-home mom. I was explaining to him where I got that from, and I said she basically put down a chart. She had a chart, I'm not about to do all that she had set up for her husband when he got home. And on this chart, she listed all the things that she does and how much she would make if that was her actual job. So cleaner, a housekeeper or a cleaner, what their going rate was and how much they made a year. And then she put full-time cook, because I guess her husband didn't cook. I could say maybe part-time cook, because he does enjoy cooking. Then she had the salary and the hourly rate for, a full-time cook or chef. Then she had like upholstery person, she had sewer that fixes clothes. She had an assistant because she would, take his clothes to the dry cleaners, pick them up, do different stuff like that. Like, she had a list. And when it came down to it, it was almost like $500,000 a year. teacher, nurse. She had teacher, nurse. She had counselor on there. And so once I explained that to him, it's like, things calm down. But for this, how much would it cost to replace a stay-at-home mom? It would cost a lot. It would cost a whole lot of money, and your children's safety and protection as well. So, the job that we do is valuable. It's more valuable than money. It really is. It really is. And sometimes when my husband gets home and I tell him things that, Gracie has done or Ava's done, or I take a video of them doing something really cute, he's like, man, I be missing everything. And I'm like, yeah, you do sometimes. What does a housewife do all day? That sounds like a question from a man or an angry woman. We take care of our children. We cook. We clean. We sing. We educate. We organize. If we have a business, we create and we craft and we answer questions and we monitor children and we wash clothes. And if you really about it, some women know how to fix things around the house. My neighbor who's a stay-at-home mom, she even takes out the trash and mows her yard. I got a teenage son, so I'm doing neither. But do you need more? We make appointments. We make sure kids are on their Zooms nowadays. We help kids with their Zooms. We drive kids to where they need to go. We advocate with teachers for our children. I mean, in my case, I do hair. Because that question kind of hopped off at me. Like, what does a housewife do all day? It got to be an old man. Because housewife, now, most days now, people call it stay-at-home mom or parent. So, what can stay-at-home moms do? Whatever we want. I mean, I don't get it. Do you get it? Leave a comment if you get it. Leave a comment. What is the proper term for a stay-at-home mom? Stay-at-home mom, housewife, homemaker. Is homemaker an occupation? Yeah, it's a job. It's a job. It's a job with a whole lot of hours and not a whole lot of PTO. Can I put stay-at-home mom on my resume? Aw, that must be a young one. I wish you could see the people that ask the questions, but that sounds like a young one. I've never heard of that. But when they ask you what are your other skills, I would put I'm great at delegating responsibility. I would put I have great leadership abilities. I'm fantastic in high stress situations. I can handle and manage high stress situations extremely well. Like all those things. I can exhibit patience under extreme direct. These are skills. I think people don't know that. Other than that, I mean, when you're giving just on your cover paper, on your cover, if they still do that, but on your cover letter of your resume, if people still do that, you can put, for the last several years, I have been focused on maintaining my home and raising my children. What do you call a person that stays home all the time? Oh, a recluse? That's the first word that came to my head. Like, I think that's what that question. I think I answered all these, didn't I? Yeah. I think I got all these. Um. Oh. Oh, I didn't see these. Okay, let me get to these and then we're going to finish it out here. I was just looking at the time. So it says, okay, these three. How long should mom stay home with baby? This is going to sound old fashioned. I didn't do this with Josiah, but if you want to stay at home for a while, but you know that you want to get back to work and I would not say 6 weeks, 12 weeks. I would say 2 years. And this is why I would say 2 years. At 2 years, your baby should be weaned from breast milk and on, whatever type of milk you choose. Not in all cases. Some women like to continue to give them the breast milk, but put it in a bottle or sippy cup. So, most 2-year-olds are ready to be potty trained. And then the third thing is that a woman does not physically and mentally heal from childbirth for upwards of 2 years after giving birth. 2 years. So you want to be mentally and physically back to where you were. I learned that and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Like right now, Gracie's 2 and okay. Okay, Tina. I feel myself coming back to myself, if that makes sense. Leave a comment if it don't. This one, why are stay-at-home moms looked down on? Right. Right, but I'm only going to tell you if that is something that you've experienced, those are people that you should have no contact with or limited contact with. Because no one should make you feel bad for wanting to take care of your home. No one should look down on you. Looking down on someone is judging them. No one should look down on you. Your choice to live your life the way you want to live your life is the greatest choice in the world. And you should never let anyone take the shine off of that or anyone take the joy off of that. No way. I wanted this. This is my choice. And let me tell you, I've had people that have looked down on me, honey, and I'm brown. So it's assumed. It's assumed. You want to know what it's assumed? I'm somebody welfare baby mama. So I know what it's like to get looked down on. I do. And after the age that I am, baby, you can't look down on me. You can't judge me. You got your own stuff. Go. This is my choice. This is what I wanted. You go make some choices for your life instead of worried about mine. Because I can only live mine and you can only live yours. So I'm going to need you to go mind your business. Literally. Like, put your mind on your business. Go choose your choice. And 9 times out of 10, if they trying to look down on you and judge you, it's because for whatever reason they weren't able to do what you're doing and they don't understand it. I ride for mine. Yeah, no. You're awesome. Yes, and your kids, are blessed. They're well looked after and they're blessed. So you go ahead, girl. Put that one on. And then this last one, it says, how can a stay-at-home mom be happy? Always remember that you are blessed. Why do I always end my videos with that? And why do I always make sure people know that? Because I went through a time period where I didn't realize how blessed I was. And when you don't realize how blessed you are and how grateful you should be, stop Siri. That made me unhappy. Because instead of just looking around and being like, wow, I'm blessed, I was looking around at everything that was wrong. And then ultimately that leads to me thinking, I'm doing everything wrong. Like I'm getting it wrong. Then that leads you to look at other people's lives. That's why people look down, that last question. Comparison creeps in there. But when you look around and you really think about it and you pray about it, you're like, I'm blessed. No, you gonna make a mess with that. Because I know I got my try me voice on. But don't try me. Yeah, so just remember that you are blessed. It's a blessing to be able to take care of your children, to train them up. It's a blessing to have children. Hey guys, I had to switch to the iPad because my phone died. Actually, no, it says storage full, so I gotta go in and do some settings. But yeah, I just really wanted to end this. That's how you can stay happy, to always remember that you are blessed, even if you're stressed, even if you're living in a mess. You are blessed. And just look around and try to see all the things that you prayed for that you've been given. Good health. You made it through your pregnancy. You made it through delivery. You have a man that wants to take care of his family and provide for you. So that's how stay-at-home moms can stay happy. As well, if you are kind of asking like how you can avoid getting depressed, stay active. Stay active. Make sure you have things that you do that are just for you. Like I said, working out, running, walking, swimming. Just, make sure you have friends that can relate to your situation, so other stay-at-home moms. If you don't have any, pray for some and they'll come into your life. Happen to me, it'll happen to you. And if you're struggling, like let's say there's just a day that you're just struggling, everyone is getting on your nerves, everything is just making you feel sad, bad, or mad, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just acknowledge it, pray about it, and I promise you your day will turn around. I promise you. So I hope this video has been helpful. Thank you for watching this video. You could have spent your time doing anything else, but you decided to spend it with me. And for that, you know it. I'm eternally grateful. Okay? Thank you. Please follow me on my Instagram at Regina Berlinette. I also have a business one, which is at The Message Clothing Company. And always remember, moms, dads, ladies, gentlemen, you blessed, I'm blessed, we blessed.